Hey guys, it's Steve and Amazing X-Men issue number 15. I'm here with this Amazing X-Men issue number 15 review. Hope you guys are enjoying, and this is almost the weekend. Best of luck for this weekend and enjoy the comic book reviews. And if you want to buy it, just go to the store and buy this comic book and you will enjoy it to the full. So my personal opinion is about Amazing X-Men 15 is quite good. I really like it and I have enjoyed it. Few months back I read this issue and I started reading this issue, and that was pretty much sometime it dull, but this one I really like it. I don't know why, maybe the story or something, the presentation. I always do like when I listen to this kind of music and I read this comic. So for IGN.com reviews, this is given by Schedeen, and this series lost momentum with the premature departure of Jason Aaron. Amazing X-Men needed a fresh conflict and new direction to put the book back on track. The once and future Juggernaut may well be that conflict. The new story delves heavily into the history of this iconic villain and Colossus' status quo as the most despised member of the team. It's a welcome change of pace of the series, though the art isn't doing the story any favors. Chris Yost depicts the X-Men at a low EBB in the fallout of Axis and the aftermath of Wolverine's death. Tensions are running high, and Storm in the particular is beginning to crack under the pressure of running a school and mourning for Logan. This is really quite getting boring, mourning about Logan again and again, but it has been changed a little bit. Yost uses post-continuity and relationship as a platform for building up new character drama. This is a great continuation of Colossus' ongoing character arc that has been unfolding since he transformed into Juggernaut back in 2011, and while the story is continuity heavy, it's not necessarily unfriendly to newer readers either. The continuity is an aid, not a crutch. The only way I could see this arc faltering right now is if Yost makes the boring, predictable decision to bring back the traditional Juggernaut and weave another tale of the X-Men clashing with this age-old foe. Luckily, there's no indication that he writer has anything that mundane in mind. Unfortunately, the art is a significant problem at times. Jorges Fornes delivers a very rough, harsh style that would be better suited to an old-school X-Force comic than a contemporary X-Men series. Fornes also doesn't do enough to distinguish among his characters physically. Colossus hardly has more muscle mass than Iceman in most panels. The storytelling suffers from a lack of dynamic perspective. So overall, IGN given it a 6.8 review. This is okay for them. But I'm gonna move towards comicvine.com reviews. They have given it 4 out of 5, and this review is given by Matt Inferiorego Elfring. Oh, what's the name is that? The Gem of Cyttorak has returned to Earth. Can the X-Men find it before someone else becomes its avatar? The good things about this one, as usual, say by Comic Vine, they always do good things and bad things differentiate. That is pretty cool. Once upon a time, the Gem of Cyttorak gave Kane Marco powers, which made him almost unbeatable. That's the thing, that's why now in Southeast Asia the gem has reappeared, and the X-Men sans Colossus are on their way to find it before someone else does. Going into this issue, there is this fear that the issue will be too much for new readers. Their vast mythology can be a little too much for new readers, especially when dealing with concepts like Cyttorak. Luckily, writer Christopher Yost does a wonderful job at keeping all of this pretty dang simple for this just wanting to jump on. The issue opens up with a 2-page story of who Cyttorak is and where the gem came from, leading up to Kane Marco grabbing it in front of his stepbrother. These 2 pages bring all readers up to the same page. As someone who likes the character Juggernaut but never really looked into all of this, but the opening to this book is perfect for a reader like myself. It's quick and to the point and doesn't take up too much of the book. The story moves forward rather than retelling the past. So that's the thing that makes the show advantage. That is really cool. As far as the story with the gem goes, it's all set up and it's paced exceptionally well and covers a lot of ground without getting too immersed with what's coming down the road. While there isn't a ton of payoff in this first issue. There's enough to hook in the reader and keep them on board with a pretty interesting cliffhanger. That's what I said, and that's comicvine.com is also saying the bad things about this one. The real bummer about this issue is the art from Jorges Fornes. It doesn't start off bad. In fact, there's some great looking scenes within the book, but as the book continues on, Fornes' art loses its luster. It seems like his work within these characters' faces loses its quality about 8 pages. So that's the thing when everyone enjoys this show. The verdict about this one, Amazing X-Men offers what could really be a fantastic story. Part of me is dying to see Kyan Marco and maybe even a new Juggernaut. But what Yost delivers is much more about the mythos and of Cyttorak, which fits really well here. The art is a bit of a miss and feels very rushed at certain moments. So I hope you guys have enjoyed it. This is Amazing X-Men issue number 15, and here I am, Steve. And don't forget to leave a like. That is pretty much great.